Most people don't actually know what the Toyota Crown Signia is, and that confusion is exactly why this SUV might end up being one of the smartest long-term buys of the next few years. Some think it's a luxury car, some think it's just a rebadged Toyota, and others don't even realize it exists. But once you understand what Toyota is doing here, the Crown Signia starts to make a lot of sense. The 2026 Toyota Crown Signia sits in a very specific space. It's not trying to be a RAV4, and it's not trying to be a Lexus RX either. It's designed for buyers who want premium comfort, hybrid efficiency, and long-term reliability without paying Lexus prices or dealing with luxury brand ownership costs. That positioning alone already tells you a lot about who this vehicle is really for. Under the hood, the Crown Signia uses Toyota's proven hybrid system paired with a naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine and standard all-wheel drive. This isn't experimental tech. Toyota has been refining its hybrid systems for over 2 decades, and this setup is built around reliability first, not flashy numbers. Real-world fuel economy is expected to land in the high 30s miles per gallon combined, which is impressive for a mid-size leaning SUV with AWD and a premium interior. For most owners, that means significantly lower fuel costs year after year compared to traditional gas SUVs in this class. What matters more than the MPG number itself is how stress-free this hybrid system is. There's no plug-in complexity, no range anxiety, and no requirement to change your driving habits. You just drive it like a normal SUV, and the system quietly does its job in the background. That's exactly why Toyota hybrids tend to age well. Many of them reach 200,000 miles and beyond, with the original hybrid components still intact, especially when basic maintenance is done on time. Inside, the Crown Signia clearly separates itself from mainstream Toyotas. The materials, ride quality, and cabin insulation feel closer to entry-level luxury than anything else wearing a Toyota badge. This is where Toyota is clearly targeting buyers who would normally step into a Lexus showroom but don't actually want to pay Lexus prices or insurance premiums. You get a refined interior, a smooth ride, and a quiet cabin that's built for long highway drives, not just short commutes. Now here's where things get interesting from a value perspective. When you compare the Crown Signia to something like a Lexus RX Hybrid, the gap starts to show. The RX is excellent, no doubt about it, but you're paying extra for brand perception and resale value. Mechanically, the Crown Signia delivers the same core strengths: Toyota hybrid reliability, comfortable ride quality, and long-term durability. Over 10 years of ownership, the difference in maintenance and fuel savings can be substantial, especially if you plan to keep the vehicle rather than flip it after a few years. Compared to the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the Crown Signia plays a completely different role. The RAV4 is practical, efficient, and very popular, but it's also noisy on the highway, less refined, and increasingly expensive because of demand. The Crown Signia gives you more space, better ride comfort, and a more premium driving experience without stepping into luxury brand territory. For buyers who have outgrown compact SUVs but don't want a full-size gas-hungry model, this is a very logical next step. Another reason this SUV deserves attention is depreciation. Vehicles that sit between mainstream and luxury brands often lose value faster in the first few years, not because they're bad vehicles, but because buyers don't understand them. That initial depreciation can actually work in your favor if you're buying used later on. A Crown Signia that's been properly maintained could end up being one of those vehicles that smart buyers quietly pick up for far less than it's truly worth. From a long-term ownership standpoint, this is the kind of SUV that makes sense if you plan to keep it for 8, 10, or even 15 years. The hybrid system reduces wear on the engine and brakes, the drivetrain is designed for longevity rather than performance abuse, and Toyota's parts availability and service network are unmatched. This isn't an SUV built to impress your neighbors. It's built to quietly save you money and stress over time. Of course, this vehicle isn't for everyone. If you're someone who changes cars every 3 years, the Crown Signia's biggest strengths won't fully benefit you. And if you want aggressive styling or sporty handling, there are better options. But if your priorities are comfort, efficiency, reliability, and intelligent design, this SUV deserves serious consideration. The Crown Signia represents a shift in how Toyota is thinking about its lineup. It's for buyers who want to step up, but not sideways into unnecessary costs. It's for people who value engineering over image and ownership experience over hype. And those are usually the buyers who end up happiest 5 or 10 years down the road. If you're the type of driver who plans ahead instead of following trends, the 2026 Toyota Crown Signia might be one of the most overlooked smart buys in today's SUV market. If this breakdown helped you understand the Crown Signia better, let me know in the comments what you think about Toyota positioning this between Toyota and Lexus. And if you want more honest, long-term car buying advice that actually saves you money, hit subscribe. I'll keep bringing you vehicles that make sense, not just the ones everyone talks about.